Hello everyone, welcome back to Pencil X Natsuki Part 7. Anyways, back at Natsuki's house. Natsuki and Pencil arrive at Natsuki's house, the adrenaline still coursing through their veins. They quickly lock the door, both of them out of breath and panting from the frantic escape. Natsuki's house offers a sense of safety and familiarity, a respite from the chaos of the outside world. Natsuki turns to Pencil, her hands shaking from the adrenaline and worry. Trembling voice soft. Are you okay, Pencil? You didn't get hurt, right? No, I didn't. Okay, what the fuck? Okay. Natsuki lets out a sigh of relief, some of the tension easing from her body. Relief, voice more steady. Good, that's good. I was so worried about you. She takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself before she speaks again. Concerned voice, quiet. We can't stay here for long, though. They're going to be looking for you. Okay, but first, okay. Take two. Okay, but first, see what people are saying in the comments. What the hell? What the hell is going on here? Okay. Anyways, Nods takes out her tablet. Sure, let's see. Natsuki quickly sits down and turns on her tablet. Pulling up the chat of their live stream. She scrolls through the comments, reading the reactions and discussions taking place. Natsuki skims through comments. The comments are a mix of shock, support, and curiosity. Fans express concern and relief that Pencil is okay. Voice softer. People are worried about you. They're talking about the explosion ended you or escape from jail. Okay, what the fuck is it? Ugh. Pencil leans in to read the comments. The comments keep pouring in, expressing disbelief and excitement. A few fans even make jokes about Pencil being a jailbreak pro. Here's someone knocking at the door. Instantly paranoid. Who could that be? She carefully approaches the door, her heart racing with fear and uncertainty. The knocking continues, making her even more anxious. She glances back at Pencil, silently asking for reassurance. Just in case, I'm gonna hide. Nods understanding. Sure, hide first. I'll check who it is. Why is this message? What? Okay, anyways. Natsuki takes a deep breath, steeling herself. What? For whatever might be waiting on the other side of the door. She slowly approaches and opens it, preparing herself for the unknown. A police officer stands on the other side, and Natsuki's heart races even faster. She tries to keep a calm demeanor while her mind races through various possibilities. The officer looks up and down. Ugh. His gaze stern. Sweating well in his hiding spot. Formal, slightly wary. Good evening, ma'am. We received a report of an escaped convict in this area. Have you seen anything suspicious or anyone unfamiliar lately? Nervous, maintaining a calm demeanor. No, officer. I can't say I have. It's been pretty quiet around here. Why do you ask? Suspicious, suspicious, slightly narrows eyes. Just routine patrol, ma'am. We are checking every house in the area. May I come inside for a moment to take a look around? Alarmed, not wanting to invite them inside. Is that really necessary? I really haven't seen anything suspicious. Persistent voice, firm. I understand, ma'am, but we are just being thorough. It won't take long. I just need to look around for a minute. Sweats even more. Reluctant, but wanting to avoid suspicion. Okay. Hey, officer, come in, I guess. Just make it quick. She opens the door wider, allowing the police officer to enter. She feels her heart racing with anxiety, hoping that Pencil won't be discovered. police officer steps inside and looks around. His gaze... What is that word? I'm just gonna say looking around on every corner of Natsuki's house. And Natsuki stays close by, following him and trying to appear as casual as possible. Pencil, meanwhile, remains hidden in his hiding spot, praying that the officer doesn't venture too close. Farts by accident, and then says to himself, "Uh-oh." Natsuki, still following the officer, hears the sound. She tenses up. Her eyes widen in alarm. She glances towards the direction of Pencil's hiding spot for a brief second, hoping that the officer didn't notice. The officer pauses and looks at Natsuki, slightly suspicious. "Did you hear something, ma'am? What was that noise?" Quick thinking, trying to distract. "Oh, that just my stomach. Must have been something I ate." Slightly skeptical. I see. Well, I'll just finish up my inspection and be on my way. Hey, then. The officer resumes his search while Natsuki stands there tensely, her mind racing with worry for Pencil and the possibility of him getting caught. As the officer goes further into the house, Natsuki grows increasingly anxious. She occasionally glances towards Pencil's hiding spot, her heart pounding in her chest. She desperately hopes that the officer doesn't stumble upon his hiding place. After what feels like an eternity, the police officer finally finishes his inspection and turns to Natsuki, polite, wrapping up. "All right, ma'am. I think we're done here. I didn't find anything suspicious. You're free to go about your business." Relieved, forcing a small smile. "Okay, thank you, officer. Have a good night." She leads the officer out the door, and watches as he gets into his car and drives away. She lets out a sigh of relief. Bleh. Ugh. Her heart, still pounding with adrenaline, gets out of his hiding spot, turns to Pencil, concern etched on his face. Her face. Blah. My tongue is twisted, and my God. Okay. That was close. Too close. Are you okay? They didn't discover you, right? Sigh. Hey, almost. Natsuki walks over to Pencil, a mixture of relief and worry etched on her face. She hesitates before speaking, her voice soft and concerned. Worried, voice low. They were so close. If they had found you, I don't know what would have happened. She looks at him, her eyes full of concern. Concerned, voice quiet. We need to be more careful, Pencil. We're in a tough spot, and they're definitely not going to give up on looking for you. You know I still have, 5 of the 7 Dragon Balls, right? Eyes widen, realization setting in. Wait, what? You have the Dragon Balls? She stares at him, her surprise quickly replaced by curiosity and excitement. Yeah, just one small problem. Natsuki tilts her head, now intrigued and curious, puzzled questioning. Which is, Frieza probably got the other two out of 7 when I was in jail. Realization concern. Oh no, well, that's not good. If Frieza has the other 2, that means he's that much closer to getting all the Dragon Balls. Not if we kill him and take those Dragon Balls back. Tenses up, uneasy. Wait, are you serious? Killing him? That's pretty extreme. I know he's a threat and all, but is that really necessary? Yes, he could kill me or you in one shot with a death beam. Concerned yet reconsidering. I guess you have a point there. He is a dangerous enemy, but it's just that killing him, it feels like a lot. Huh? A lot what? Unsure, voice quiet. A lot to handle. I guess I just I've never had to actually take someone's life. I'm just reluctant about something like that. Aw, Natsuki, it's okay. Hugs her. Natsuki hesitates for a moment, but eventually what the frick? What's up with these words? I don't know. Okay. Reciprocates? What? What does that even mean? The hug. She hugs Pencil tightly, her voice soft and vulnerable. Softly, conflict in her voice. I just don't want to take someone's life, but if it's necessary to protect ourselves and others, maybe you're right. At Frieza's spaceship, standing on the bridge of his spaceship, eyes on the horizon. Pathetic. Earth. Such a lowly and insignificant planet. And yet, it holds the final pieces that will grant me the power I seek. He stands there, his gaze fixed on the distant earth, his mind preoccupied with thoughts of the Dragon Balls and his impending plans. Grips Natsuki's hand tightly, not ready for what comes next. Natsuki squeezes Pencil's hand back, her own grip trembling with trepidation. What are these words, bruh? She looks up at him with a mix of okay, take two for that one. She looks up at him with a mix of concern and determination. Her mouth dry. Quietly preparing herself. Are we really doing this? Are we really about to face someone like Frieza and his men? Do we even stand a chance? Her mind races with questions and doubts, but she tries to push them aside for the sake of the upcoming mission. She looks at Pencil, seeking reassurance and strength from him. Okay. Which one would you rather be taking down? His men or Frieza himself? Pauses thinking about it. Okay, I didn't read that correctly. Okay. Pauses thinking it over. Well, if we're going to do this, I guess it would be best to take down Frieza. He's the best, the blah blah blah. He's the source of the threat of all, after all. Wow, my goodness. She swallows hard, trying to shake off her nerves and show bravery in front of Pencil. Quietly determined. But we are definitely outnumbered here. We need to be smart about this. Alright, here it goes. Nervous but ready. Okay, let's do this. She takes a deep breath, her heart pounding in her chest. She keeps her hand locked tightly with pencils, finding comfort in the physical contact. Hey, Frieza, guess what? Turns around slowly, surprised at the unexpected voice. Natsuki and Pencil are standing before him, confronting the powerful threat. Coldly, mockingly. Well, well, if it isn't the couple I was expecting. Lovers Kamehameha. As Natsuki and Pencil join forces, shouting a passionate lovers Kamehameha, a vibrant beam of energy explodes out of their combined power. It careens towards Frieza, a fierce display of determination and partnership. Frieza, caught off guard, tries to dodge the powerful attack, but the combination of their energy is too strong. The beam, fueled by their love and determination, strikes Frieza with great force, sending him flying backward. Frieza thrown back by the impact, recovers quickly, but the battle has just begun. Angry growling. So you dare to challenge me with your pathetic love power. You'll soon learn that love is no match for the mighty Frieza Force. Might of the Frieza Force. How is he not dead? Stunned, confused. I don't know. All we put our full power into that Kamehameha. How is he still standing? Meanwhile, Frieza is getting back up, dusting himself off, and preparing to counterattack. Looks like we could use help from one of my friends that have powerful attacks. Who will it be? Goku, Vegeta, or Majin Buu? And decide quick. Mine and your life depends on it, shakes Natsuki. Startled by Pencil's shaking, flustered. Well, wait. Goku, Vegeta, and Majin Buu? I don't know. I don't know. Natsuki's mind races, trying to assess the situation and come up with a decision in the heat of the moment. And anxious quickly, he thinking, we need someone strong, someone who can hold their own against Frieza. But who? Quickly, Frieza is getting an attack ready. Urgency in her voice. Anyway, as I was saying, urgency in her voice. Alright. She thinks quickly, considering each option. Goku and Vegeta are powerful fighters, but so is Majin Buu. Resolute, determined. I choose Goku. Sees Goku fly in the moment, and he is chosen to help. Just as Natsuki finishes speaking, Goku appears in the sky, answering their call for help. Grins ready for battle. I heard your call. Let's take his Frieza down together. So you're saying you want to do the ultimate Kamehameha? Chuckles confident. Absolutely. The ultimate Kamehameha sounds like a plan. Let's make this one for the history books. Goku prepares himself, gathering his energy and focusing his determination. And he joins Natsuki and Pencil, preparing to unleash the most powerful Kamehameha the world has ever seen. Watches from a distance, cautious. So they called in Goku, have they? This could be interesting. Noticed the Kamehameha was just about ready. Nods, focused. Almost there. Just a little more. Natsuki and Pencil watch in anticipation as Goku powers up the ultimate Kamehameha. Frieza, watching from afar, grows more wary. Realizing the magnitude of the attack about to be unleashed upon him. Goku finally channels his full power into the ultimate Kamehameha. A massive orb of energy building in his hands. Yells powerful, Kamehameha! Goku's cry echoes as he releases the ultimate Kamehameha. A blinding colossal beam of energy hurtling towards Frieza. The force is tremendous. The sky itself trembling with the power of the attack. Yeah, the sky itself trembling with the power of the attack. Get these notifications out of here, damn it. Anyways. Eyes wide in shock. Impossible. Such power. I can't tank that. Frieza braces himself to impact, but the ultimate Kamehameha is too overwhelming. It strikes him head on, enveloping him in a blinding light and sending a shockwave that shakes the entire vicinity. Smoke and debris fill the area as the ultimate Kamehameha fades away. Natsuki, Pencil, and Goku watch eagerly, holding their breaths, hoping that this attack has truly taken Frieza down. Doesn't see Frieza anywhere. Looks like Frieza he burned up inside the Kamehameha. Looks around, seeking Frieza. Yeah, I think you're right. The power of that Kamehameha was too much for him. I think all the Frieza soldiers are in panic now. Laughs and rushes into Frieza's spaceship. Hey, there is a huge time machine in here. Not the ones that need to be driven, obviously. Follows Pencil into the spaceship. Whoa, that's a big time machine. Alright. But why would Frieza need a time machine? What's he up to? Don't know, but I could surely use it right now. Enters the spaceship, looking at the time machine. A time machine, huh? It's massive, but why would we need one? What could it help us with? Ahem, Natsuki, have you forgotten I'm an... Ahem, Natsuki, have you forgotten you are dating an escaped convict? Blinks, reminding herself. Oh, right. Her eyes widen, and as the realization hits her, she looks at Pencil, worry etched on her face, concerned. Yeah, I forgot about that. With you being a wanted man, I guess having a time machine could help us, huh? Yeah. Looks thoughtfully. A time machine could be useful, all right. We could go back and fix this whole pencil being a convict situation, but we'd better be careful. Hold on, just in case. Uses instant transmission to get the other 5 Dragon Balls he left hidden somewhere, and comes back using instant transmission. Impressed, surprised. Wow, using instant transmission to retrieve the Dragon Balls? That's pretty impressive, Pencil. Thanks. Chuckles, impressed. You've got some skills there, Pencil. Now now that we got at all that Dragon Balls, let's figure out how to use this time machine. Takes the 7 Dragon Balls into the time machine. Not ready to summon Shenron yet. Looks at the Dragon Balls, excitement growing. All 7 Dragon Balls in the time machine. This is starting to feel like a real adventure. Nods, eager. Right. Let's see how this time machine works. I think I already know. Enters the date when himself and Natsuki decided to go in the bunker, but goes to the middle of the night heat of that same day. Okay, that should just say curious. So yeah, just curious. So we're going back in time to the day we decided to go to the bunker, and in the middle of the night. Why then, though? It's because that's when they took me in for questioning, and then I got put in a jail cell. Understands, realizes. Oh, I see. We're going back to the night you were questioned and then jailed. Nods, focused. Alright, if that's the plan, we better be prepared for what's waiting for us. Presses the travel button, and the time machine sends himself, Natsuki, and Goku back to the assigned date. The time machine hums to life, and the trio is whisked away to their desired destination. As they arrive, they find themselves in the middle of the night, surrounded by the dark and quiet surroundings. Sees his past self and past Natsuki in Natsuki's house window. Well, we did it. We're in the past. Peers through the window, seeing their past selves. Wow, we're actually here, and we're seeing our past selves. It's kind of strange, don't you think? Yeah. Looks out the window, observes. You know, we better be careful. We don't want to change the course of history or cause any time paradoxes. Ahem, Goku. The one thing we want to change is to change the fact that I'm a wanted criminal. So you go stop them from going to the bunker. Nods, acknowledges. You're right, Pencil. We have to prevent them from going to the bunker. But how do I stop them? I can't just show up and tell them not to go. Simple. Places a bomb in the bunker. Hopefully they didn't notice that. Now tell them a villain did that, like Android 13 or Cooler, for example. Takes a moment to process. Huh. Huh. A bomb in the bunker. And we blame it on Android 13 or Cooler. Alright, I'll give it a shot. Goku teleports to Natsuki's house, finds their past selves, and warns them about the bomb in the bunker. Goku tells them that it was likely the work of either Android 13 or Cooler, and that it's not safe to go in there. Hearing the warning, their past selves look shocked and uneasy. Looks confused, concerned. A bomb in the bunker? And it could be from Android 13 or Cooler? That's terrible. Looks apprehensive, nervously. A bomb in the bunker. If Goku's right, we definitely shouldn't go in there. Or that's too dangerous. Nods, agreeing. You're right. We can't take that risk. It's just too dangerous. Sighs relieved. Thank goodness. I don't want us to get hurt. So we're not going to the bunker, right? confirms firmly. No, we're not going to the bunker. It's just too risky. Let's stay here and be safe, okay? Nods, understands. Okay, that makes sense. We'll stay here, or where it's safe, alright? Goku watches from a distance, relieved that a potential disaster was avoided. He returns to the time machine where Natsuki and Pencil are waiting. Okay, let's see if it changed. Enters the date back to the present and sets the location for outside Natsuki's house, then presses the travel button. The time machine hums to life again, and the trio is transported back to the present. As they arrive, they find themselves outside Natsuki's house, eagerly awaiting the results of their time-traveling efforts. Goku, keep the Dragon Balls in safe hands, alright? Nods, holds on to the Dragon Balls. Got it. I'll make sure they don't fall into the wrong hands. Sees Goku take his leave using instant transmission, taking Dragon Balls with him. Waves goodbye to Goku as he disappears with the Dragon Balls. Bye, Goku. Thanks for helping us out. Let's go inside. Nods, heading inside. Alright, let's go inside and see if our plan worked. Follows Natsuki inside. They walk into Natsuki's house and look around. Everything seems to be normal, but there's still a feeling of uncertainty and anticipation. Natsuki turns to Pencil, a mixture of hope and apprehension in her eyes. Glances around. So do you think it worked? Are you still a wanted criminal, or did we change the past? Don't know. Check the comments. If they are still saying stuff about me and the prison, then it didn't work. But if not, then that's good. Nods, opens her computer and checks the live stream comments. Right, let's see if the timeline has been altered. She scrolls through her She scrolls through the comments. My bad on getting that wrong. Reading them carefully, and hoping to see a difference. Her eyes glow. Okay, that one ruins my tongue. Her eyes grow wide. Realizes. Wait, hold on. The comments, they're different. She reads a few more and realizes the tone of the comments has shifted. There is no mention of Pencil being a convicted criminal or a wanted man. Phew. Okay, this is almost getting into an hour long. So I'll see you guys next time. See ya. Bye, guys. See you next time in part 8. Yippee!